Hey guys, welcome to Life in Calgary, Alberta. I'm your host, Patrick Murray. Today we're going to talk about things to know when living in Calgary, Alberta. But before we do that, if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is about what it's like to eat, sleep, breathe, live, and play in Calgary, then guys, just hit that subscribe button and click that little bell so you get notified every single time I release a new video. Now guys, I gotta tell you, I first moved to Calgary, I moved to Calgary rather, back in 2001, and I've been a realtor here since 2010, so I've got some specialized knowledge about the city of Calgary and some of the bedroom communities such as Chestermere, Airdrie, Okotoks, and Cochrane. So if you are considering a move to Calgary or one of these bedroom communities and you would like some assistance to purchase a home, feel free to reach out to me. My information is below. Send me a text, an email, a phone call, whatever. I will absolutely get back to you. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's talk about things to know when living in Calgary, Alberta, right after this. Hey guys, I love Calgary, and I love Calgary because it's a big city, and so for me that's important. But it's also a big city with a small town feel. Now here's some other important things that you should know. Calgary is larger than you think. So our population here is roughly 1.4 million people, and that means we're the third largest city in all of Canada. Now, besides being large on a population scale, physically, we're a very, very large city. In fact, our city is 848 square kilometers in size. Now that is absolutely huge. Let me tell you, it's going to take some time going north, south, and east, west. So it's important that you do have a car if you're considering a move to Calgary. Guys, Calgary is truly an international city, and I absolutely love that. You know what? We have so many different ethnicities from all over the place here in Calgary. We have over 120 languages being spoken right here in our city. And I think for a prairie town or a prairie city, I think that surprises a lot of people. But you know what? We are truly a metropolitan and an international center. In fact, roughly 1 in 3 individuals was born outside of Canada. And to me, that's exciting. Our citizens are young. Yeah, guys, you know what? The average age of the Calgarian is 36.7 years of age, which is significantly lower than the Canadian average of 41.2 years of age. In fact, 70% of Calgarians are between the ages of 15 and I believe it's 64 years of age. And that means, yes, we are a young city. Calgary has been named the third most livable city. You know what? I love talking about this. This is one of my favorite things to talk about when I talk about Calgary. So the Economist Intelligence Unit has ranked Calgary tied for third as the most livable city in the world, and we are tied with Zurich. In fact, Calgary scored a whopping 96.3 points out of 100, and this is based on stability, healthcare, culture, environment, education, and infrastructure. You know what? If that doesn't want to make you move to Calgary, guys, I don't know what will. Calgary is the sunniest city in Canada. That's right, Calgary has an average of 333 days of sunlight a year. Now, that's pretty spectacular in my mind. Now, yes, Calgary in the summertime, we can get above 30 degrees Celsius. So that's pretty warm. And in the wintertime, yes, we can get below minus 30 degrees Celsius. So that gets pretty chilly too. But the good news is those cold snaps don't last that long. And in fact, having all those average days of sunshine spread throughout the year, guys, those cold days don't seem so bad when you look outside and you can see the sun shining. And the other great thing about Calgary winters is we get something called Chinooks. Now, this weather phenomenon can warm up the temperature within the city up to 20 degrees within just a few hours. Let me tell you, that's a wanted break in the winter months. And in fact, sometimes you'll even see people out in shorts and t-shirts in the wintertime. Crazy, I know. Calgary is great for outdoor enthusiasts. Yeah, guys, Calgary has urban parks and playgrounds throughout the city, but we have something called Fish Creek Provincial Park within the borders of our city, and this is the second largest urban park in all of Canada. Now, there's also over 700 kilometers of bike path throughout our great city, and making it a great spot for people who enjoy biking, walking, running, etc., etc. And the Bow River is one of the top 3 trout streams in the world. I know, not just in Canada, not just in Alberta, but in the world. And that's pretty spectacular because we attract anglers from all over the world to fish our Bow River. And Banff National Park is one of Canada's most visited national parks. It's just 90 minutes west of Calgary, but you can also easily get to Canmore and Lake Louise. It makes for a great day trip, and of course, guys, there's a number of spectacular outdoor activities to do in the mountains. Calgary has a +15 system. All right, I get it. Patrick, what the heck is a +15 system? Guys, I gotta tell you, this is the largest indoor path network of its kind in the world. And you can literally walk 18 kilometers indoors through this path system, and it goes throughout the downtown core. It connects over 100 buildings with 60 suspended bridges that are at least 15 feet above street level. Now, the great thing about this is if you work in the downtown core in wintertime and you have meetings, you can leave your jacket in the office and you can walk through the path system to go to a meeting in another building. Now that's pretty cool. Calgary has some stunning architecture. Yes, we've got some spectacular buildings here, but one of note is the Calgary Central Library. So back in 2019, the New York Times named the Calgary Central Library as one of the 52 places to go in the world. In fact, Calgary ranked number 20 on that list, or the Calgary Central Library rather. Isn't that spectacular? Now I gotta tell you, our library is absolutely spectacular. It is the most used library in Canada and the 6th most used library in North America. And I gotta tell you guys, I absolutely love it. It's a place that I frequent with my kids. The Calgary Stampede is like nothing you've ever seen before. Okay guys, let me tell you, the Calgary Stampede is coined the greatest outdoor show on earth. We have it every year here in Calgary, and it runs for 10 spectacular days, and it is also home to the largest rodeo in the world. Now, everybody in the city, well, most people, turn into a cowboy, especially if you're frequenting the Stampede or if you're working downtown, that sort of thing, and attending lots of office events. So guys, you're gonna find yourself investing over time in a great big old belt buckle, some tight Wrangler jeans, get yourself some nice cowboy boots, and maybe a spectacular cowboy hat to go with it, and then you'll be set to go. Now, it's a very busy time in Calgary because we attract over 1.3 million visitors to our city in that time. All the hotels are booked up, all the Airbnbs are booked up, and traffic, let me tell you, it's a busy time. So it's like nothing you've ever seen. Now, the downtown core, more or less shut down. Yes, some of the offices may keep regular business hours, but the chances of anybody of substance being there doing any work is highly unlikely. And that's because a lot of businesses see this as a great time to entertain clients and to network with other professionals. So you get up in the morning and go to one of the various Stampede breakfasts throughout the city. You probably attend some events, maybe at the Stampede itself. Maybe you're going to the rodeo in the afternoon, a nice supper out, drinks, and then you're partying till the wee hours of the morning. Now, some people would say, hey, there's probably not a lot of business getting done at this time of year, but you know what? It's quite the opposite. There's a lot of networking going on. There's a lot of staying up for long periods of time, and a lot of partying, but a lot of networking for businesses. So guys, like I said, if you are considering a move to Calgary or one of the bedroom communities and you would like some assistance to purchase a home, my information is below. Send me a text, an email, a phone call. I will absolutely get back to you so you can start living your life in Calgary, Alberta.